Have you ever looked down from a tall building or a steep cliff? Did you feel a rush of excitement mixed with a touch of fear? Now imagine jumping from that height, free-falling for a few exhilarating seconds before deploying a parachute. That's base jumping. It's an extreme sport that pushes the boundaries of human courage and skill. Base stands for the four types of fixed objects you can jump from: buildings, antennas, spans, and earth. Unlike skydiving from airplanes, base jumps happen at much lower altitudes, leaving little margin for error. This makes base jumping incredibly risky, but also incredibly rewarding for those who dare to take the leap. The thrill of base jumping comes from the intense adrenaline rush, the feeling of absolute freedom, and the challenge of conquering your fears. It's not for the faint of heart, but for those who crave adventure and live for the next big thrill. Base jumping offers an experience like no other. But before you run off to the nearest cliff, remember that base jumping is a serious and potentially dangerous activity. It requires proper training, specialized gear, and a deep respect for safety protocols. This guide will give you a basic understanding of this exhilarating sport and help you decide if it's something you want to pursue. The dream of human flight is as old as time itself. From the myth of Icarus to Leonardo da Vinci's sketches of flying machines, humans have always been fascinated by the idea of soaring through the skies. Early inventors and pioneers risked their lives to turn this dream into reality, experimenting with gliders, balloons, and rudimentary aircraft. But it wasn't until the late 20th century that base jumping emerged as a distinct and daring sport. This period saw a surge in extreme sports, with adventurers constantly seeking new ways to push the boundaries of human capability and experience the thrill of freefall in new and exciting ways. The roots of base jumping can be traced back to Carl Boenish, a filmmaker and skydiving pioneer who, in 1978, led a team of skydivers in making the first base jumps with ram air parachutes from El Capitan in Yosemite National Park. Boenish's jumps were revolutionary. They not only showcased the potential of modern parachute technology, but also highlighted the sheer audacity and skill required to leap from such heights. These early jumps introduced a new level of technicality and risk to parachuting and paved the way for modern base jumping. The sport quickly gained a reputation for its high stakes and the meticulous planning required to execute a successful jump. Carl Boenish also coined the term base, an acronym for building, antenna, span, and earth, representing the four categories of fixed objects from which one can jump. He developed a scoring system that took into account the height, technical difficulty, and overall aesthetics of a jump. This system helped to formalize the sport and provided a framework for competitions and records. In the decades since, base jumping has evolved dramatically. The sport has seen numerous advancements, not only in the techniques and skills of the jumpers, but also in the equipment they use. Each generation of base jumpers has built upon the knowledge and experiences of their predecessors, continually pushing the envelope of what is possible. Technological advancements in parachute design and safety equipment have made the sport more accessible and slightly less risky. Modern parachutes are more reliable and easier to control, and safety gear such as helmets, body armor, and tracking devices have become standard. These innovations have allowed more people to participate in the sport and have opened up new possibilities for jumps from previously inaccessible locations. What was once a niche activity practiced by a handful of daredevils has now gained a global following, with base jumpers pushing the limits of what's possible from incredible locations around the world. The base jumping community has grown and evolved, with jumpers sharing their experiences and knowledge through online forums, social media, and international gatherings. From towering skyscrapers in Dubai, where jumpers leap from some of the tallest buildings in the world, experiencing the rush of freefall against a backdrop of a modern metropolis, to the majestic mountains of the Alps, where the natural beauty and rugged terrain provide a stunning and challenging environment for jumps. Base jumpers are constantly seeking new and challenging locations to test their skills. Each new jump site presents its own unique set of challenges and rewards, from the technical difficulty of the jump to the breathtaking views and the sense of accomplishment that comes from conquering a new frontier. The sport has also branched out into various disciplines, including wingsuit base jumping, which allows jumpers to glide through the air at incredible speeds before deploying their parachutes. This discipline combines the thrill of freefall with the sensation of flight, offering a unique and exhilarating experience that continues to attract new enthusiasts to the sport. Base jumping requires specialized equipment that is distinct from traditional skydiving gear. This is because the nature of base jumping involves jumping from fixed objects such as buildings, antennas, spans, bridges, and earth, cliffs, which are collectively known as base. Each of these environments presents unique challenges and risks that necessitate specialized gear. Unlike skydiving, where you have thousands of feet to deploy a reserve parachute, base jumps happen at much lower altitudes, leaving no room for error. The lower altitude means that the margin for error is significantly reduced, and the jumper must rely on their primary parachute to function perfectly every time. This means your gear needs to be reliable, durable, and specifically designed for the unique demands of base jumping. The equipment must withstand the rigors of rapid deployment and the potential for rough landings, which are more common in base jumping than in traditional skydiving. The most crucial piece of equipment is, of course, the parachute. Base jumping parachutes are designed to open quickly and reliably, even at low altitudes. They are typically smaller and more compact than skydiving parachutes, allowing for faster deployment. Base jumping parachutes are smaller and deploy much faster than traditional skydiving parachutes. This rapid deployment is essential for the safety of the jumper, as it ensures that the parachute is fully open and functional within a very short period. They are also designed to be highly maneuverable, allowing jumpers to navigate tight spaces and land accurately. This maneuverability is crucial when jumping from objects that may have obstacles or limited landing areas. Next is the harness, which is what connects you to the parachute. The harness must be comfortable and secure, as it will bear the full weight of the jumper during the descent. Base jumping harnesses are typically built for comfort and durability, with multiple attachment points for your gear. These attachment points allow jumpers to carry additional equipment such as cameras or emergency supplies securely. They also feature a quick release system that allows you to detach from your parachute in case of an emergency landing. This system is vital for situations where the parachute may become entangled or if the jumper needs to make a rapid exit from the harness. Other essential gear includes a helmet, which protects your head from impact during landing or in case of an off-heading opening. The helmet is designed to absorb shock and provide protection against potential head injuries. A jumpsuit, which provides some protection from the wind and can be customized with pockets for your gear. The jumpsuit also helps to streamline the jumper's body, reducing drag and allowing for better control during the jump. An altimeter, which tells you your altitude and helps you time your parachute deployment. Accurate altitude readings are crucial for ensuring that the parachute is deployed at the correct height, maximizing safety. Finally, you'll need a good pair of boots with ankle support for landing and appropriate clothing for the weather conditions. The boots should provide stability and protection for your feet and ankles, which are vulnerable during landings. It's also a good idea to carry a knife or a hook knife in case you need to cut yourself free from your parachute after landing in a tree or other entanglement. This tool can be a lifesaver in emergency situations, allowing you to quickly free yourself from any entanglements. In summary, the right equipment is essential for a safe and successful base jump. Each piece of gear plays a critical role in ensuring that the jumper can navigate the unique challenges of base jumping. From the parachute to the harness, helmet, jumpsuit, altimeter, boots, and knife, every item must be carefully selected and maintained to provide the highest level of safety and performance. Whether you're a seasoned jumper or a beginner, investing in quality equipment and understanding its proper use is key to enjoying this exhilarating sport safely. The thrill of base jumping is undeniable, but it's crucial to remember that this is an inherently dangerous activity. The adrenaline rush and the sense of freedom are unparalleled, but safety must always be your top priority. Understanding the risks and preparing adequately can make the difference between a successful jump and a tragic accident. Mastering the basic techniques is essential for a safe and successful jump. These techniques are the foundation upon which all your future jumps will be built. Without a solid grasp of the basics, you are putting yourself at unnecessary risk. Before you even think about jumping from a fixed object, you need to have a solid foundation in skydiving. Skydiving provides the necessary skills and experience to handle the complexities of base jumping. It teaches you how to control your body in freefall, how to deploy your parachute, and how to land safely. The first and most important technique is body position. Your body position in freefall affects your stability, your ability to control your descent, and the success of your parachute deployment. Maintaining a stable body position during freefall is crucial for controlling your descent and ensuring a clean parachute deployment. A stable position reduces the risk of spinning or tumbling, which can complicate parachute deployment and increase the risk of injury. This involves keeping your body relaxed but firm, with your arms and legs spread out to create drag. Next is parachute deployment. The way you deploy your parachute can significantly impact the outcome of your jump. Unlike skydiving, where you have plenty of time to deploy your parachute, base jumps happen at much lower altitudes. This means you have a very short window to deploy your parachute, making it a critical skill to master. This means you need to be able to deploy your parachute quickly and efficiently. Any hesitation or mistake during this process can be catastrophic. This requires practice and precision, as any delay or mistake can have serious consequences. Regular practice and drills can help you develop the muscle memory needed to deploy your parachute quickly and correctly. Once your parachute is open, you need to be able to steer it and land safely. Steering your parachute involves using the control toggles to guide your descent and navigate towards a safe landing area. Base jumping landings can be tricky, especially in windy conditions or when landing in confined areas. Wind can push you off course, and small landing zones require precise control and accuracy. It's crucial to have good canopy control and be able to make precise turns and landings. Practicing in various conditions can help you become more adept at handling different scenarios. Remember, these are just the basics. There are many more advanced techniques and skills that you will need to learn as you progress in base jumping. Base jumping involves a complex set of skills that require extensive training and practice. Each jump is unique, and you must be prepared to handle a variety of situations and challenges. It's not something you can learn overnight or by watching videos online. Hands-on experience and guidance from experienced jumpers are essential. It's essential to seek out qualified instructors and gain experience through hundreds of skydives before attempting your first base jump. This preparation will help ensure that you have the skills and knowledge needed to jump safely and confidently.